my daughters that take care of my grandchildren. Our young mom's very busy. I had a big bulky pack of frozen raw chicken. And I cooked it all at once because I knew that I could make a big pot of chicken and dumplings like my grandmother, Grandma Durham, taught me how to make years ago. I'll run you through it. First I got a big pot. Filled it about a third, halfway full of water. And then it was cold water. And I put the chicken in there. I put it in there frozen, didn't matter. And then I boiled it. Got it up to a boil, which took a long time. And when I did, I covered it, shut it off, and let it sit for an hour. And you get really moist. Really easy to pull apart chicken. I didn't want to dice it because that's not how Grandma Durham did it. And this is her recipe. Bless her heart and rest her soul. So, let me shut this off and do a little more prep work. Proteins or something. I ain't worried about it. Like I said, grandkids, they're like, ew, what's in the chicken and dumplings? But then, as they get older and they learn to love them, they're not quite so particular. Sometimes I just love having a dishwasher so much. I have to use every dish. Close enough. When I was young, I used to wait on the master and him his plate. We're going to get this boiling. And while we do, we're going to use some of this chicken fat in the dumplings we're going to make. You'll see how amazing and wonderful it is. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm not. Master and him his plate. I'm thinking I should measure, but I don't think I will. We want about, let's see, that's a cup. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4. On master and him his place. Pass the bottom, you gotta try. 1 teaspoon, 2, 3, 4. One, 2. This can make it bitter, so I gotta be careful. Don't put too much in, but you don't want the dumplings to be too compact. You want a little bit of fluff. That's why we're putting the leavening in the form of baking soda. You can also use baking powder. I'm gonna get some chicken fat to supply the part of the dumpling that needs something fatty. And the rest can be some of this chicken broth. Forgot I have my tea. Pass the bottle when he got dry. Push away. Tail fly. It smells good. I spiced it. The stock. I used what Simon and Garfunkel would sing about. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. What they were talking about was poultry seasoning. So that's what I did. Added some of that. We're adding liquid in the form of chicken broth until the dough will hold together. This needs more liquid. Just a little more. The more you handle it, the more you rough it up, the tougher it gets. But I haven't made chicken and dumplings in a long time, so I'm like out of practice for what exactly is the closest shot to the amount of liquid we need. I don't want to go over, or then we have glue. But anything you do with frequency, you get better and better at. Every time you do it, hopefully, you're paying attention, trying to figure out what works best. At least I am. And Grandma Durham had it figured out. This is a good recipe. This is thin crust pizza I'm using for a rolling pin. It's wise to improvise. We're rolling these fairly thin. We're also waiting for our clarified chicken stock to boil. So we have three components: the dough, the boned chicken, and chicken stock, and they're all going to come together in a marvelous combination. Some places it might stick. This dough, if I'd let it rest, would be probably a little easier to work. It doesn't matter. But if it was resting, it would be relaxing, and it would also be more uniformly wet and dry. The moisture in it would be more dispersed. I don't care. It'll be just as delicious. Almost as delicious as Grandma used to make. She was such a sweetheart. One time, I think I was like 9 or 10 years old, and my mom had gone and dropped me off at Grandma Durham's. I don't know why, I was the only kid there, and my mom was gone. So Grandma Durham was cooking in the kitchen, and I got interested and I started learning from her. It was fun. Anyway, you know how kids can be. They don't have an ounce of tact, and she just looked old. I wasn't used to old people. I said, Grandma, how old do you want to get to be? And she said, I don't know. I suppose until I'm too old to take care of myself. And then she sang, I'll eat when I'm hungry and drink when I'm dry. If troubles don't kill me, I'll live till I die. And you know what? She did. I think she was like 84. She just died of a heart attack. The doctor said that's the old lady's friend. Heart attack. Because it saves them from so much old people hassles, old folks' homes, and all kinds of health problems. Just healthy till the day you die. That's all. I'm hoping those are the genes I got from dear old Grandma Durham. So you get this rolled out. Remember, it's going to expand because of that baking soda we put in there. So I'm going with a 1/4 inch, maybe less. I'm telling you, Grandma Durham never had it so good. This pizza cutter. That's probably a little too big. That's about 2 or 3 inches wide, probably too wide. I don't know. If you're wondering about the scale, this is probably a big townhouse cracker's worth, each dumpling. Grandma Durham was not so perspicacious. Okay, now so these go in there. Look at the viewfinder, Dougie. Get it together, bud. Yes. You don't want them to stick together. With a big pot like this, what you want to watch is it might not be hot on top, and it could be burning things on the bottom. So I've got just a simmer going. I don't want these things to stick together, but I'm going to turn the heat down after I get them loaded. Doesn't matter if you get some excess flour in there. Now that is beautiful, I must say. We can salvage this. Goes back in the fridge. They'll take to fly. And simmer them, I'll get another shot. It's going to puff up, be delicious. After a simmer, these start to puff up. See that? That's a nice dumpling. I'm going to turn this up. I keep an eye on it so the pot doesn't burn or the whole thing is ruined. And then load in the delicious chicken. Some of it. The pieces are almost too big, but that's part of the fun. And there you have it, Grandma Durham's chicken and dumplings.